here. Welcome to yoga. Happy Wednesday. We're going to go ahead and get started by getting centered. So go ahead and sit comfortably, however that looks for you. Allowing your eyes to close and starting to tune in to your body, especially if you've been in your head all day. Really drop down into your body. Where is your foot? Where is your legs? Foot being plural. Where are your feet? Where are your legs? Where are your arms and hands? Where's your head, your neck, your back, and torso? Left knee, right knee, fingertips, wrists, rib cage. Where are your eyes? Where are the tips of your toes? Right ankle, left hip. Just grounding into this body. And as you're scanning, just noticing what's there for you. Maybe there's some soreness or fatigue, discomfort. Maybe there's some clenching that you can simply let go of. And in your body as well, there is your breath. One of the easiest ways to ground out of the mind and into the body is through breath work. And so we'll do our expanded breathing today. So keeping the breath nice and slow. Inhale, fill your lungs to a comfortable fullness. And exhaling slowly, exhale to a comfortable completeness. Just continue to move or breathe between these two extremes, fullness and emptiness. Inhaling to a comfortable fullness, exhaling to a comfortable emptiness. Continue for just a few more rounds. And as you inhale to a comfortable fullness this time, let go of the effort and just let the breath adjust into its now normal state. And the breath might want to stay bigger. That's okay. Good. And taking a deep breath, go ahead and bring your palms together and lower the chin, honoring yourself as you are in this moment. And it's in honor of all that we'll practice tonight, your body, your mind, your breath. So go ahead and rub the palms together. And take the heated palms over the eyes, brushing over the top of the head and down the neck, bringing yourself back to your space. And we're going to start off on our backs today. So go ahead and move any props you have off to the side and come to lay down, prepping for bridge pose. So the knees are bent and your feet and heels are stacking underneath your knees, about hip width apart. And your arms are by your sides. Good. And we're going to work with bridge pose for the first little bit of our class this evening. And we'll start with arm movement. We'll add the hips in just a moment. So with your next inhale, please lift your fingertips toward the ceiling and then all the way overhead, knuckles on the floor above you. And with your exhale, reach up toward the ceiling and bring the arms back down. Inhale, lifting up and over with the arms. And then exhale, reaching up and down with the arms. A couple more times, just feeling this movement in the shoulders and starting to link your breath and your movement, your action and your intention. Good. With your next inhale, let's add the hips. Lift the arms up and over, pick up your hips, reaching the pelvis toward the ceiling, and exhale, release the arms and hips back down. Good. Again, inhale, lift the arms and hips, and exhale, releasing down. Please continue on your breath, lifting inhale and lowering exhale. Just a few more times, warming up the spine here, stretching the front of the body at the top of the inhale. Good. Last time, lift up, inhale. And exhale, release the arms and hips back down. Take an adjusting breath here. Good. And we're going to continue to work with bridge pose. We're going to add a breathing technique to the practice. So some things will change. I'll guide you through it. We'll get used to it together. So with your next inhale, please lift your arms and hips into the air like before. You're going to leave the arms overhead for this next part, okay? Take a deep breath in here. And with your exhale, stay in bridge pose and exhale all the breath out of your body. And then hold the breath out. With the breath held out, release the hips down, and you'll feel the abdomen suction into your body and up. Now, when you need to inhale, you're going to soften the abdomen and lift the hips back into the air. Good. Again, this might take a couple rounds to get the hang of. So, keeping the hips raised, take a deep breath in and exhale, blow all the air out of your body. Once the air is expelled, then release the hips down, feeling the navel suction in and up. Now, holding the breath out only as long as it feels comfortable. The moment you need to inhale, soften the belly and lift the hips as you inhale back up. And we're going to repeat the practice, blowing all the air out of your mouth while the hips are still raised. And then while you're holding the breath out, release the hips to the floor, feeling the belly suction in and up. Again, holding the breath out for only as long as it's comfortable. And then when you need to inhale, soften the abdomen and lift back up. And I'll ask you to do a few more rounds on your own, blowing the air out while the hips are raised. One more time. And then inhaling up this next round. No hold this time. Exhale, release the hips and the arms back down. And just feel sensation after that one. That's not something that we normally do here. You might feel some heat in the abdomen. That might have felt a little uncomfortable. That's okay. All right, from here, go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Good, and keep the knees drawn in, and please take the arms out to the side, making a T shape with your body, snapping the knees and the ankles together. We'll do a little bit of core work, moving the knees from side to side. So take a deep breath in, and with your exhale, keeping the shoulders grounded, go ahead and drop your knees to your right. Then inhale, bring the knees back to center, and then exhale, take the knees to the left. Inhale back to center, exhale to the right. Inhale back and exhale to the left. And keep going. Inhaling to center, exhale, twisting to a side. And if you'd like to get the head involved, you can turn the chin away from the knees. Again, trying to keep the shoulders grounded as you move the knees and head from side to side. Warming up the lower back and creating some rotation in the spine as well here. And just a few more times. And the next time your knees come back to center from the left, go ahead and hug them in. And taking an adjusting breath here. And then go ahead and hold behind the knees with both hands. And from here, extend your legs toward the ceiling. The arms straighten and pull the toes back. Good. Reclined staff pose. Good. And as you reach up through the heels, think about just grounding your lower back to the floor as much as you can. Good. Deep breath in here. And exhale. Go ahead and bring the knees into your chest. All right. Now from here, I'm going to ask you to keep the knees drawn in, but take your arms down by your sides. And you may even want to tuck your hands underneath your hips here. This will help give you a bit more support for what we're about to do next. So extending the legs toward the ceiling again, pull the toes back. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, extend your right leg forward about 4 inches off the floor. Then inhale, lift the leg back up to 90 degrees. And then exhale, take the left leg forward about 4 inches off the floor. Then inhale, lift back up. Try to keep your lower back grounded here. Exhale, take the right leg forward. Inhale, lift back up. And exhale, take the left leg forward. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, right leg. And lift. Exhale, left leg. And lift. Good. Exhale, take your right leg forward and stay. Breathe. Ground the lower back. It's okay if you feel a little bit of trembling here. Good. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, take the left leg forward, about 4 inches off the floor. Hovering here for just a few breaths. Good. Inhale, lift the left leg up. And exhale, bring the knees into the chest. You can hug them in if you'd like to. And take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. Now doing one more exercise, at least right here for the core. I'm going to ask you to keep the knees drawn in again and tuck your hands underneath your hips one more time. Good. Taking the legs toward the ceiling, pull the toes back. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, take your both legs forward about 45 degrees off the floor, so halfway forward. Then inhale, bring them back up. Good. And then exhale, take the legs forward to the 33-degree mark, so 2/3 of the way forward, a third off the ground. Inhale, lift back up. This is going to be a lesson on fractions, apparently. Exhale, go back to that third mark. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, take the legs to 4 inches off the floor. I don't know what degree that is. Probably like 5 degrees. Then inhale all the way back up. Again, try to keep the lower back grounding here. Go back to that, we'll call it 5-degree mark. Inhale, lift back up. One more time. Both legs forward. Can you stay? Can you hold and shake a bit? 3, 2, and 1. Lift all the way up. And exhale, knees to chest. Good. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Great. All right. So when you're ready, go ahead and roll to your right side and we'll come up to hands and knees. Table pose. Feeling that heat in the core as you make that transition up. And we're going to move right into downward facing dog. So go ahead and curl the toes under and lift the hips. Feeling that extension in your spine here. And you can, of course, walk the dog out here. Taking deep breaths as you do so. Good. Then inhale, float down onto hands and knees. Release the feet. Exhale, child's pose. All right. So from child's pose, come on up to hands and knees. And you're going to take your forearms down. Your elbows go where your hands were, so underneath the shoulders. And you can have your hands and forearms flat on the floor here. Some people like to interlace the fingers here, whatever you really need to do, all right? And then you're going to curl the toes under and lift the hips into the air and really push the chest away from the floor as you come into dolphin pose. The knees can be bending here if you'd like. And breathe. Keep lifting the hips. Really pull the chest away from the floor. The head is off the ground here. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees down, release the feet, and extend back into child's pose. Good. Waking up this body. Go ahead and come up to hands and knees. All right, we're going to do an exercise here. And for this one, you're going to try to keep the thigh bone perpendicular to the floor. Okay, so it's going to be tempting to bring the hips forward or back. Just try to keep them going straight up. And then you're going to walk your hands forward. And you're going to try to keep the elbows off the ground as the chest bows toward the ground. Now, only go as far as you can. Sometimes this can be a bit in the shoulders, a little straining, I should say. And breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Carefully walk the hands back. In child's pose once again. Bring your arms down by your sides, palms face up. Good. Now from here, we'll practice a little bit of hero's pose. So with your next inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides, lift up onto the knees and reach the arms overhead, turning the chest toward the ceiling. With your exhale, reverse that movement and sweep the arms out to the side as you come back into folding child. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides again, lift on up, reaching overhead. And exhale, release down. Let's work with the breath a bit more here. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides, come all the way up. At the top of the inhale, hold the breath in for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, slowly lower down. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, sweep the arms out, coming all the way up. Hold the breath in for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold. Third time's a charm with that one. Go ahead and come on up. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold. And stay in folding child. Breathing normally. Good. Now, just as a transition, let's come back into hero's pose, sweeping the arms out to the side, lifting up. And staying in the kneeling position, bring the palms to your chest. And then bring one leg forward. And then step up to standing. Which is a different transition than what we normally do. All right. Hydrating a little. Let's do some arm swings. The version we'll do today is where we drop the body down with the exhale and then come up for the normal swinging of the arms. If that feels too intense to you, you can always default to the one that we sometimes do where we jab the elbows back instead of dropping the body down. Reminder, this is a 3-part inhale through the nose, 1 big powerful exhale out of the mouth with the movement. And of course, we'll go for about a couple minutes. All right. So bring the feet to stack underneath your hips. Find your breath. And when you're ready, inhale, sweep the arms up. Inhale, sweep back. Inhale up, then exhale, drop the body down, sweep the arms behind you. Inhale, come up to the next round. Good. Inhale, 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 exhale. Swing it out. Feeling the full movement of the shoulder joints. And as you drop down, the abdomen presses into the thighs. We let that force the breath out of your body, clearing your respiratory system. 'You're about halfway done. 'About 30 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Back up to standing. And release. Feel, feel, feel. Your breath rate, your heart rate, sensation in the body, cooling in the nostrils, beating of the heart. Good. All right. So doing a little bit more work for the core here. I'll ask you to bring your hands onto your hips. And your feet are stacking underneath your hips. This is a little bit of a balancing thing, but we're not going to balance for too long. So you're going to take a deep breath in. Then exhale, bring a knee up into your chest. And then put it back down. Then exhale, knee to chest. And put it down. And we're just moving from side to side. Really pulling the knee in as much as we can and try to keep the heart lifting. It's tempting to round forward here. We're not doing that. Try to stand up tall. Lifting up. And as you bring the knee in toward your chest, you want to feel slight pulling at the navel. I call these marching crunches. So feel the abdomen contract back as the knee comes up. 3, 2, and 1. Put the leg down. Feel sensation. All right. From here, please hinge at the hips and fold down over your legs. It's okay for the knees to bend here. And we'll return to a breathwork practice we did in bridge pose earlier, where we hold the breath out and move, okay? So in the forward fold, you're gonna take a deep breath in. Exhale, blow all the air out of your body in the forward fold. Now, once all the air is blown out, you're gonna hold the breath out, press your palms in toward your shins, come halfway up, looking at the ground, chest parallel to the floor. Now, when you need to inhale, you're gonna stay here, soften the belly, and inhale here. And then exhale, fold forward, blowing all the air out of your body. Holding the breath out, straighten the arms again, come halfway up. Feeling the navel suction in and up. Again, when you need to inhale, soften the belly here, inhale here, and then exhale, blow all the air out as you fold forward again. Holding the breath out, come halfway up. And continue on your breath, holding the breath out for only as long as it feels comfortable. One more round. And as you inhale this time, just exhale, fold forward and breathe normally for a moment, feeling sensation. Good. And then from here, go ahead and bend your knees and roll yourself all the way up to standing. So a couple of things you may be noticing. One, we're doing a lot of core work tonight. Second, that abdominal compression with the breath that we're doing, which is great for a host of reasons. One, it just helps digestion. It helps to stoke energy at the navel. So assimilating things, digesting things, letting go of things. We need all that in our days these days. And it might be a little awkward. It might be new to you. So just notice sensation and be open to whatever comes with that. So we're going to move into a sun salutation next, and we'll work with a lunge with a twist. Nothing too crazy. So go ahead and step to the top of your mat. Have your feet stacking underneath your hips. And just find your breath first, aware of the inhale and exhale. And then bring your palms to your heart. And we'll begin. Inhale, sweep your arms down, back, and up. Exhale, bend the knees, chair prep. Inhale into chair pose. Stay for the exhale. Then inhale, straighten the legs, reaching up. And then hinge at the hips to swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, press palms to shins, come halfway up. And exhale, release down. Please step your right foot way back and bring the back knee to the floor. Go ahead and come up for your crescent lunge, reaching the arms up and back. And then exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Plant the right hand down to the ground. Reach your left arm forward, up, back, and down. Bring the left hand to the floor and carefully step back to downward facing dog. Good. From here, come into plank pose, straight line push-up position. You could also do knees down if you'd like. With your exhale, bend your elbows in toward your waist, bring your heart 1 inch from the floor, and then come onto the tops of the feet. Press the arms straight, take the shoulders back, upward facing dog, and then feel a tug behind your navel that pulls you back into downward facing dog. Don't worry, we'll do that a bunch more later. So lifting your right leg into the air. Exhale, swing or carry step the right foot forward, help it through if you need to. Back knee to the floor, crescent lunge, reach the arms up and back. Beautiful. Exhale, bring the hands down. Plant the left hand, please. Reach the right arm forward, up, back, and down. Step the left foot forward, standing forward, fold. Palms to shins, halfway up here. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides, come all the way up. And palms to the heart. That was so fun, we'll do it again. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, chair prep. Chair pose. Lift on inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Palms to shins. And exhale down, take the left foot back. Knee to the ground, crescent lunge. Good. Exhale, bring the hands down, plant the left hand. Inhale, right arm forward, up, back, and down, downward facing dog. Again, coming into plank pose or knees down. Exhale, bring your chest 1 inch from the floor. Come onto the tops of the feet, knees lift, take the shoulders back, up dog, and then exhale, pull back into downward dog. Good. Once you're there, lift the left leg and step it through. Help it forward. Back knee to the floor, crescent lunge. And then exhale, bring the hands down, plant the right hand. Inhale, left arm reaches forward, up, back, and down. And step the back foot forward. Palms to shins, halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Sweep the arms out to the side, inhale, come all the way up. And palms to the heart. Good, again, inhale, reach up. Chair prep, chair pose. Good, lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Halfway up. And down. Step the right foot back. Knee to the floor, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down, plant the right hand. Sweep the left arm forward, up, back, and down, downward facing dog. Plank or knees down, chest 1 inch from the floor. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, please. Exhale, step it forward, help it through. Knee to the ground, crescent lunge. Good. Exhale, hands down, plant the left hand, reach the right arm forward, up, back, and down, stepping forward. Palms to shins. And exhale down, sweeping the arms out to the sides, come all the way up, inhale. And palms to the heart. Keeping it moving. Inhale, reach. Chair prep. Chair pose. Lift. And fold. halfway up and down. Step the left foot back, knee to the ground, crescent lunge. Hands down. Plant the left hand, right arm reaches forward, up, back, and down, downward facing dog. Once you're there, come into plank pose or knees down. Exhale, chest 1 inch from the floor. Come onto the tops of the feet, take the shoulders back, up dog. Exhale, pull back into downward facing dog. Once you're there, left leg lifts and step it on through. Back knee to the ground, crescent lunge. Exhale, bring the hands down, plant the right hand. Reach the left arm forward, up, back, and down, stepping forward. Palms to shins. And down. Sweeping the arms out to the sides, come all the way up. Palms to the heart. One more time. Inhale, sweep up. Chair prep. Chair pose. And stay. Hanging out in chair pose for just a few breaths. Sink the hips down, lift the sternum. And of course, we're breathing. Good. Inhale, straighten the legs. And exhale, fold down over the legs. Pressing palms to shins, come halfway up here. Exhale, fold down. Please take the right foot way back, knee to the ground. Inhale, come into your crescent lunge. And exhale, coming down. Good. Reach the left arm forward, up, back, and down. So we're gonna throw something fun in here, all right? So I'll even demonstrate it for you first. And I can't actually do it and talk at the same time, so you're going to imagine here. I'm gonna inhale, come up to the crescent lunge. With my exhale, come down and blow all the air out of the mouth. And then while I'm holding the breath out, I'll do the twist. I'll reach the arm forward, up, back, and down. And then I'll inhale to lift the arms. And then we're going to do it about 2 or 3 times. Well, 3 or 4 times. 3 or 4 times. All right. So I'll guide you through it. Again, I can't talk and do it, so you'll imagine I'm doing it with you. Okay. So with the hands on the ground to start, find your breath. And with your next inhale, reach the arms forward, up and back. And then exhale, blow all the air out of your body as you come down, holding the breath out. Reach the left arm forward, up, back, and down. Then inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, blow all the air out as you come down. Hold the breath out. Reach the left arm forward, up, back, and down. Inhale, come up, and do a couple more times. Last one. And then inhale up one more time. And then exhale, hands to the floor and step back to downward facing dog. Good. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here in down dog. And something you may have noticed when we did that twist with the breath held out is when we hold the breath out, there's a bit more room to twist. So if you didn't notice that, just be curious about that when we do the second side here in a little bit. But for now, go ahead and come into plank or knees down. Exhale, chest 1 inch from the floor. Come into upward facing dog. And then exhale, pull back into downward facing dog. All right, doing the other side of the lunge, lift the right leg high and step it through. Back knee to the floor. Good. So we'll do one time with the twist with normal breathing, and then we'll add in the holding. So go ahead and inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, come down. Reach the right arm forward, up, back, and down. Good. I'll start guiding you through the breath work. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, come down, blow all the air out. Hold the breath out. Right arm forward, up, back, and down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, blow all the air out as you come down. Holding the breath out. Right arm forward, up, back, and down. Inhale, lift up and do 2 more. And then inhale, lifting up. Exhale, bring the hands down and step forward. Palms to shins halfway up. As you fold forward, blow all the air out of your body. Holding the breath out, come halfway up again. Inhaling here when you need to. We'll do that 2 more times. And as you fold forward this time, breathe normally. Feeling sensation. And then inhale, sweeping the arms out to the side with a nice strong back lift all the way up to standing. And palms to the heart. You can release the palms if you'd like to, but close the eyes for a moment and do just feel. Feel the body, your energetic state, and also inviting in that introspection, that awareness of your mind. Good. And then go ahead and bring yourself on back. So we've been kind of building toward a practice that I'm really excited to share with you because it's one of my favorites, and I actually do it every single day. It's one of the few yoga practices I try to make sure I do every single day. And it is a practice where we use this abdominal compression that we've been working with all evening. And so just to describe it to you first before I show it to you, because I can't do it and talk at the same time, is we're going to come into somewhat of a leaning position, a kneeling forward position, and we're going to blow all the air out of the abdomen, hold it out, and then using the muscles of our abdomen, we're going to push the belly forward and back quickly, or flap the abdomen, as we call it, while the breath is held out. And then again, this is helping to stoke digestion. It's helping to build internal fire. It helps to boost your metabolism, among many, many other benefits. Once you've done that enough times, meaning when it stops being comfortable, you'll soften the belly forward and you'll inhale. And when you're ready to do the next round, you'll do the next round. If you're ever doing this on your own, you do it until you start to feel some heat in the body. It's called Agni Sara. Agni means fire. So once that fire is stoked. So to show you what it looks like in my body, again, I can't talk and do it, so we're gonna work together on this one. I'm gonna come into a kneeling position forward. So my feet are about shoulder width apart, my hands are on my knees, and the fingertips pointing inward, okay? So that's what's happening here. But I want to show you my abdomen, so I have to come up the side. Just trying to create some compression here, there we go. So I'll inhale, then I'll exhale, blow all the air out, pulling the navel back. And so I'm holding the breath out. I'm forcing the navel forward. I'm pulling it back. I'm forcing it forward, pulling it back. And then when I need to inhale, the belly drops, and I do so. All right. So now it's your turn. And we'll try to do it for about, 3 or 4 minutes. If you need to take a break in between rounds, take a break in between rounds, especially if you're newer to this practice. I'll continue to guide you through it. If you're already knowing what to do, just go ahead and run with it. But I'll give some instruction as well. So again, the feet are just a little bit wider than your shoulders. You're going to take a deep breath in, exhale, powerfully pulling the belly back, and then holding the breath out first, just feeling that hollowing at the abdomen, and then begin to push the navel forward and back, forward and back. And one thing I forgot to mention about your position is that your spine is flat. So you're not rounding forward here. The spine stays flat, you hinge at the hips. You might start to feel that heat building. We'll do just a couple more rounds. One more complete round. And as you inhale this next time, adjust and come to standing and just feel sensation, awareness of the body, the breath, energy, and mind. And then taking your time as you bring yourself on back. Good. So you probably feel some heat in your body, at the abdomen. It might feel like things are starting to move around in here. Great to do if you're feeling some IBS or if you're feeling constipation or any really digestive issues. As long as it doesn't hurt, feel free to do this one. It's also good to mention that you probably are aware of already. You don't want to do this on a full stomach. It's probably best to do first thing in the morning before you've had breakfast. Because it builds heat and you're supposed to start perspiring a little bit, you can do it in the shower. That's where I do it. And that way I don't have to worry about myself glowing for the rest of the day. All right. So we're going to start to bring our energy back down to the floor. So from wherever you're at, just go ahead and fold forward. And after a few breaths in the forward fold, go ahead and step back into downward facing dog. Come down onto hands and knees. And then bend your elbows in towards your waist. Bring your chest and belly to the floor. Release the hips. Rounding the abdomen. Rounding the pelvis. We'll do a little bit of locust pose here. So again, grounding the pelvis with your next inhale. Lift the head, chest, and legs off the floor. Exhale, float down. Inhale, locust. Exhale, release. Two more times. Head, chest, and legs lift. Inhale. And down. And up. And down. Carefully roll over onto your back. Take your time with that transition. And hug your knees on in. And take the arms out to the side like before. And drop your knees to the right, your chin to the left. And try to ground the left arm and shoulder. Good. With your next inhale, unwind. And when you're ready, you're going to drop the knees to the left, the chin to the right, grounding the right arm and right shoulder. Good. All right. Inhale, unwind to center, hug your knees in like before. And then curl your chin in toward your throat. Bring your forehead up toward the knees, shoulders lift, and then get a tighter, more secure grip on your legs. Once you have that, keep that grip as you release the head and shoulders back down. And what you'll feel is your thighs pressing more into your lower abdomen. And I just want you to breathe here and even send some breath down to the belly. It might feel counterintuitive, but breathe a little bit to the belly here. Pressing the abdomen into the thighs on inhale and feeling it release away on exhale. All right. When you feel complete here, go ahead and release the legs all the way down to the floor, making yourself ready to rest here. Feeling your body uncross and feeling your body open. And I want you to bring a lot of awareness to sensation at your abdomen. Probably isn't too hard since we've been working with it a lot tonight. Just notice that sensation. And I want you to imagine that that sensation at the abdomen is a fire, like a campfire. And I just want you to imagine that you're gazing into the depths of that fire toward the hottest, brightest point at the center. peace, peace, peace. Please begin to take a deeper, fuller breath, bringing gentle movement to your body, your hands and feet, arms and legs. Be gentle with yourself as you roll to your right side, eventually bringing yourself up to a comfortable seat. And so once you're at a seat, go ahead and bring your palms together at your heart and bow your chin and honor yourself for the work you've done here tonight, stoking that inner fire. And may all of that stoking and this practice continue to serve you. So until next time, namaste.